G'day guys, and welcome back to the Dyson Sphere Program. Last time we spoke, I was actually contemplating how on earth we can get our lovely sort of byproducts, these refined oil, how we could get these guys to also participate in the setup. And by the way, I've got a little fluid storage here. These guys hold, these other ones here hold lots of 20, the regular storage, lots of 20 until they fill up. This guy holds 10,000, which is just fantastic. So I've actually come up with a little way that I think we can run these to run this as a little internal system. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete everything, tidy up the map a little bit, come back to you, and yeah, we'll take you through exactly how I think I can set this up. I know a lot of other people have been doing the recycling of the refined oil, but I haven't found a lot of people sharing their designs. And I have been looking. So anyway, I will see you in just a sec and we will get into exactly how this is all going to work. Why don't you enjoy the intro in the meantime? Okay, so we are back and the sun is just setting, but not on this episode because we're about to absolutely kick off. So let's begin. Now what I want to do, I know I've got this coal over here, so what I just want to do is bring the first array just slightly, let me think about this, slightly, yeah, I will. I'll bring the first array slightly south. So what we do is let's do this first. We want those two gone. Right, okay, we'll come out and we'll go down. Now how far do we want to go down? Let's just bring him down to about here. And then we'll put him, yeah, let's put him on line with, say, this one. We won't need many of these refineries. These are the very first level refineries anyway. So let's do the first one right on this bit here. Okay, the first thing I'm going to want is a splitter. And I'll put a splitter in just here. Now, can I connect the splitter directly? I can't connect it directly. I find that really strange. You can't just pop a splitter straight over the top there. Unless I'm doing something slightly incorrect, but let's just put this here. So this is just going to be with no filtering. This splitter is going to come straight out and it's going to send some coal straight up to here. And we'll do that. Now the very first ones, the very first level of all refineries, I want to face in this direction. So round at the bottom, and I want to do it like this. And let me save some room in this corner for some power. So let me put him about there, and I think that's a good lineup. I think it'll be good. What do we got? Yeah, that still keeps us below that coal, so that's pretty good. Okay, I'm not actually going to, now what I'm going to do, just as safety here, I'm going to stop there so he doesn't feed. And in fact, if I click on this one and just right click that, it'll clear that belt off, which is quite nice. Didn't realize you can do that. Okay, I'm going to use level 1 inserters. No, here I'm going to use probably the only level 2 inserter that I need. And then just shorten off so we're nice and repeatable. Brilliant. Okay, cool. So he's basically going to do that, right? And we've got a little bit of room here as a buffer. Now what I want to do is I want to now get 2 outputs. So it's going to give me 2 products. It's going to give me, the first one is going to be, let's go all the way to here. Right. And there's the first one, and then the second one's going to be to there. Right. And this is going to be our very first, our first product is going to be, and we want to filter these before we do anything, before we turn anything on. So let's do him here, and this one to here. So this is the inner belt and the outer belts. Now the one on this side I want to be my main product, which is going to be hydrogen. The one on the inner belt is going to be our troublesome little fella, our friend refined oil. And we'll find a way of moving him about. Gee, I hope I can remember how to do all this. Okay, so he's created up there. We'll have to power it up and connect it up a bit, in a bit. But what we basically want to do is set up enough room for 3 of these guys. I'm going to go around the coal here on the inner. So this guy is going to be like this. And he's going to be to there. And these long belts are going to need me to hang about so we can create them up. Nice long belts, zoom out a bit, and in fact let's do him to there, and let's just get this going in nice priority. Okay, so we'll let these guys do their thing. What I'm going to do now is I want to set up, now this isn't super good on space, but let's just set this up anyway like this. I'm not sure if there's a better way of fitting this in space-wise, but I just want to set it up exactly as I had it. And we want these guys picking up off there, don't we? Yeah, let's do the first one about here, all right? And then I'm going to take the second one and see if I can put him about there. No, I should be able to do this. Yes, I should be able to do this. I thought of a slightly better way of doing this for when I did it correct. So these guys are right next to each other. In fact, let's put him right there, and let's put the next one right there. Okay, so we must remember that the inner run here, there we go. So the inner run is going to be the byproducts, and that's the refined oil. And we want to get some inserters going for these guys. So let's set up inserters. Right, the very first thing we'll be picking up here is these guys is going to be... can we do this? Oh, sorry, yep, because I got the wrong thing selected. Yep. So we'll pick up this, one of each, right? And I'm going to take two. I'm going to see, I think this might work, but I'm going to take two of the byproducts. Right, and one of the hydrogen. Okay, so that's how that should work. Okay, so that's good. These guys are just fixing up that last bit. Now the products will then come out, and I want to leave a little bit of room here. Have I got myself some issues? I do. Let me go and grab, can I go over here? Yes, I've left the, yeah, I can get some graphite into this. Okay, let's put all the graphite in, and some of this. There we go. Okay. Rightio, let me grab, so let me grab some more of these guys. We're using these Mark 1 belts at the moment. I'm just going to put these guys here. I don't know if that's too close. Is that too close? And we need to make some of these guys up. And I think we might actually have a bit of an issue there, because I'm not sure we... that's going to work. Let's just put one there. That'll be fine. Okay, so we put these guys all the way out, and this is where this goes, right? So this is everything coming out. And everything coming out of this will be when we get this recipe. So we've got these guys set up. So I'm doing 1 and 3. And the recipe for the first one is going to be just simple cracking. So it's going to produce those two. Sorry, simple refining. And then this one is going to be the next one, which is cracking. Now, in between this, I had to go and unlock this particular one, which was, where was it? Applied superconductor, deuterium, where was it? Solar collection, crystal smelting. No, that wasn't it. It was, where was it? Basic chemical engineering? No. X-ray cracking, it was this one. So this high energy, photocatalysis can track the refined oil into more hydrogen and produces the byproduct energetic graphite. So now we're making energetic graphite in this system, and not, so what we can do is we can stop the dependency. There's the sunset there, beautiful. We can stop the dependency from the energetic graphite over there, so we'll be able to converge those lines. But we're seeing if basically everything down here can make everything for red science without any contribution from over there. So I think that's kind of good. Let's then think about where the logistics go from here. So first thing is, I do want a bit of space here. Now this line here is going to be for the hydrogen, but I'm going to put another line just next to it, and this line is going to be like this, and it's going to be all the way down here, and I want it to converge to there, and that is going to be energetic graphite, I believe. Yeah, and if we have a look here, these guys are graphite, energetic graphite. Okay, so that's good. These guys will converge on, and then we'll have all that working there. So hydrogen on this one here, energetic graphite on this one here, and that's how that'll work. And so I've got to remember what these two lines are. Now, I know I've got this over here as well, so that's fine. Right, let's cut this off a little bit earlier and just do this slightly different. Ooh, Yep. So once the products have come out, and let's lift them out again, I will grab myself logistics, still using Mark 1s, and we'll upgrade as we see fit. Okay, so the line will come up, and I want it to go basically into a splitter. Ooh, actually, let's kill that. Yeah, and let's grab a splitter now, and do this. Yeah. Okay, so it'll come into a splitter from here. And this splitter will have no filter on it, so the splitter will simply, actually the splitter will have a filter. What I want the filter to do is send all of the hydrogen out here, and all the energetic graphite out the top. And this is the energetic graphite line, so let's do it like this. Let's shorten him. Using regular Mark 1 belts at the moment. Let's do this, this, and this. Alright, still building this line. They're going to take a lot of the energy over there building that line so far away from the mecha. That's fine. Okay, cool. And so what I want it to do is say, please filter out down here. So this is the input. Over here, I want it to filter out. Left click to prioritize, please filter hydrogen. Yes. Yep, and I want the hydrogen that comes out of this to go through a secondary filter. And I want the secondary filter, so put everything in this way. So let's do this guy. Everything comes in, and I want the secondary filters to simply send the hydrogen in two directions. One of them, half of them to come down here with no filter, and half of them to rejoin their friends into the external circle track, which is hydrogen. And then I want to actually join up, if I can. Where's this? That's that. Yep, so this is the outside line. So let's do it here, and I want it to join up and to become one big circular conveyor belt, a bit like an airport's baggage claim. And then inside we'll do this same thing for the liquid refined oil. Okay, so I think we've got everything ready to go. Let's fire it up. Let's get these guys to build first and then fire it up. Also, what we'll do is jump in here and grab ourselves a little bit more science. Okay, that'll keep the factory moving a little bit, and in fact if we get this one with 1,000 and 250, that's just going to keep heaps of science moving, so that's not too bad. While that's building, I want to keep these guys building as well. Let me come over here. If I land, can my friends? No, they have to fly back anyway, so they take a little bit of time. Okay. And I think I might also, what I'll do is we've got a bit of a build up here, which is quite nice. Which means these guys should fire up. Why aren't they taking anything? They're not doing any. Because the red science is backed up. That's why. The red science is backed up. And what I've got here is triple stacked. And as long as there's blue and red science come in, these guys should be happening on all fronts. They are. So 6 working perfectly. Okay, but the red is really, really backed up. So what I might do is... no, that's fine. I think what will end up happening is we'll back up on these two lines over here. So what I'll do is I'll just cut off the dependency from the northern energetic graphite line, which was there. Very small line anyway. Nice long conveyor belt so we can see things start to happen. I'll start to connect up a power network here as well. So let's use, if we can, let's use some of the wireless towers to bring power across first. I'm going to do this to, say, here. Yep, and then from here on in I'm going to use my regular towers because I like the split of these guys, and I'm going to do, say, there, and then I'm going to come straight across, and I want these guys, I'm blocked by this, zoom down a little bit. Okay, using a standard Tesla tower over here along the back, I want to see if I can just keep the power like... actually, we can have a bit of a gap between these guys. Actually, if I do this, I think everything should be powered up. If I do that. Yeah, these guys are both powered, which is good. Okay, so the filters are on there, and it looks like everything's done. We haven't set these guys to start their secondary cracking yet, so let's set their recipe as that. So this will be this one, not the top. And this will be this one as well. Okay, that's nice. So they're all done and powered up and ready. These guys should be right to go, but we have to have a filter over there. And I think we do. We'll have to check on all this. Okay, I'm ready to fire it all up. So I believe we're powered, and all we need to do is connect to this last bit. Here we go. So let's see how this works. Alright, let's go here. And we're off. Okay, so first thing we get is coal into the system, and the first standard refinery starts to generate. These two filters here allow the products to go into their own belts. And the pattern here is 1, then 2, 1, then 2, 1, then 2, right? So that's why I've got myself 3 of these little tackers over here. I think I need 2, then 4. I think it's 1 to 2, not 1 to 3, but we can adjust it in this episode. You can see the pattern there, 1, then it skips, 1, then it skips. So you can see that pattern there, no problem. Okay, the very first of the products will come around the bend here, and we'll see them. And this is why I've got the 2 arms for picking up this. So picks up, collects, but don't forget the hoppers are going to start to fill up. Let that research go through. At the moment it's just feeding the first one, and we'll see about this. He goes through. Okay, it'll start feeding that. So this is all pretty good. I guess the dependency at the moment is going to be that we need extra hydrogen, and this is what happens here. So as the products come out, energetic graphite is being filtered out to go north on the inner line, so that's great. Have a look at it go through, and these are all, every set of bit of hydrogen's coming in here, and they're going 1 for 1, 1 north to the red science, and 1 back into this internal product, and that's on that external line. So I kind of like that. I think it's kind of cool. I'm kind of tempted to just see if we can get ourselves, because I got 1 to 3. I'm going to put a second one here and then another one here, so 2 to 4, and just see if that just helps us with the ratios. But at the moment I think we're going pretty good. The hold up over here for energetic graphites, for these guys, the hold up at the moment for producing red science, yeah, they just can't put red science out at the moment. These guys should be making, but the hold up seems to be the hydrogen. So we are sending a lot of hydrogen back into the system, which means we need to increase this line here. So what I'll do is I'll get myself, I think I kind of want to get myself 3 more of these. So let's try that. Yeah, instead of doing the 2 to 4, let's do a few more of these. So we want these guys, and nice and close, here, here, and here. And then I will also, while I've got it, so you can't run in between those, and let's get that. And we have Mark 1s, so they're here to here. And waiting for these guys to be built before we can do anything else. Okay, that's that one. And we're going to use, is this a, yes, it is a standard Tesla tower, so we'll grab that. And we'll put that, is that going to connect up? It is not going to connect up, nope. We'll put that there. Okay, so he connects up nicely, and let's grab ourselves. Let's put in these first. So you can see the inner belt is starting to really fill up at the moment. So that's good that we're getting these guys in. I noticed that, yeah, that inner belt is getting quite full. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to put Mark 1s from the outside, and then these guys inside. And we're just got to set the recipe. You never forget to set the recipe. Okay, and there, 2 out, 1 in, and quickly setting the recipe now. Select the recipe as the second cracking with a copy, and jump onto this with a paste, and jump onto this with a paste, and that means all 3 should be fired up. And if I have a look here, I should get quite a bit more fire going here. Waiting for this second one just to fire up. So 6 of them will produce quite a lot more hydrogen to put back on. and then quite a lot more graphite. And I like that the graphite's being sorted out here. This is pretty good. Yeah, this look, I like this because at the moment we don't have to worry too much about putting this stuff into storage. The very worst case, what we can do is we can actually fill up a storage tank where it comes into here and goes into storage and then goes onto there, but I think that would be quite a few before it started to then put things in then out. Yeah, I don't know if I can use that as a balancer. I'd rather just leave it and try and see if we can use up everything. At the moment, it is sending... Yeah, so it's going okay at the moment. If I set up another one here, it's going to put out 2 for every one of those, which will actually be in favour of the hydrogen, which is quite good. Now we've got a bit of room here, so we don't need to do this quite so close. So let's do it. Let's just do this. We can keep these spread out a little bit. Yep, and then we can, let's put this guy in. So I'm just, let me do this first. And he wants to go to there. Yeah. And it's a green inserter, please. Level 2 inserter from here to here. And I will at the moment just do this because I can't see me putting another one in just for a little while. Okay, your recipe's going to be set in a second. Let me get the filters done here first. Always important to get these filters so we don't dirty the lines. So these are Mark 1s and I don't have any of those. So can I just get, I can only get 2 of them. Okay, there's 1 and 2. I'm going to have to go back and collect some products. So we're putting in from the second, we're putting to the inner belt and this to the outer belt. And before I power them up, I want them to go, right, you're please only getting refined oil and you're please only getting hydrogen. What is this other one, by the way? Deuterium. Okay, let's just leave that. Okay, that's good. So you've got your 2 filters. Yep, you got your 2 filters, and all you need now is a bit of power, and then you'll need to set up, of course, we just set the power up nice and in the right spot. Yeah, power is right, and you're a level 1 oil refinery, so you'll do that. Now we'll see. This should start to be quite a full line now that we're doing this. But the idea is this one should produce twice as much of the hydrogen than it will for the refined oil. So that's quite good. I'm happy with that. Okay, what we should be looking at now, so 2 and 6, what we should look at now is the ratios up top. These belts are really empty. Yeah, we're all doing pretty well. Hydrogen really is the problem because I can actually flood it here with this and keep extra it is what is this product again? Energized graphite, of course. Energized graphite, I could have that. The energized graphite could actually become fuel as well, which could be quite good. I have to look at the whole fuel system, the power system I should say, the power system. And checking on the mecha situation, let's grab you guys. And what else? Yeah, the crystals, and do a tidy up, and then just delete some of these while we're waiting, and now a little tidy. Brilliant. Okay, so we're good. Okay, so we're still only firing up 2 of these guys, and I am consuming the research. I've noticed here the blue research is actually slowing things down as well. So the red is being taken, but the blue is what slows us down. So I wonder if it's time, and I did build this with a bit of... Yeah, if we have a look here, the very last one, it is firing up. What is it having trouble getting? Having trouble getting enough of those. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's only firing up the 4th one, which means we've got a bit of a hold up here for these guys. Who's being produced? Yep. Are you producing? So these are the magnetic coils. Now, why are we having issues? Well, you've got no. Yeah, magnetic coils. You're actually not set up to do anything. Okay, cool. So let's get this guy going here, and what we'll do, we'll use Actually, while I'm here, I did need to come over here and grab. I want to grab just 100 of those, and I want to grab like 300 of these. And for the copper, I want to grab 200 of those. Okay, and so let me just start to get myself together some inserters. So if I just actually jump out of that, double click on the inserters that I want, and I want to produce 5 lots. They're in 5, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I've got the green inserters. So I think what I'll do now is I'll just use green inserters up here, because I don't think it'll have any problems with the ratio. Okay, so what do you need? You need magnets? No, yep, standard magnets and copper ingots. Copper ingots, standard magnets and copper ingots. Okay, we use green inserters this time, and it's going to be middle for that one, and it's going to be that one for that one. And while we're here, we might as well balance. Sorry, you need to go a little forward for that. Grab this one. Oop. Did that just... Yeah, thank you very much. Don't know what was happening then. These guys are here. We might put a third unit on here. And let's see about this. So under green. Okay, and just say as soon as it's ready, that fills that out nicely. Now what we should find... may not fill it out nicely actually. You might need a third one there. Put a third machine just here now, but what we should find is these 4 should always be making, and in fact if they're going to be doing that, we can stack more on top. So if I go here and I've got 3, let me just do 2, so here and here stacking, and I probably should have done them there and there actually, because they're the first ones to get fed. Yeah, let me do that again. So goodbye, goodbye, and then do all 3 of those guys and just, yeah. So we'll see who's firing up and what is exactly what's happening here. So you got 6. Okay, we definitely need more of these guys. Yep, we definitely need at least 2 more of them to fill it up. Okay, so the blue science is certainly heading forward a bit more now. How's our system over here? Let's go and have a look at our system over here, because this is what we built this episode, and I'm relatively happy with this. My fear with this, and it's happening, my fear is that we now are going to have, eventually over time, we're just going to have a much too full belt of this. And we could just clear it out manually, so we can click on it and we could just sit there and go like that and just clear it out, and then we can come along to our inventory and just delete them. But I'm not sure that that's how we're meant to play the game. I think what we're meant to do is find a perfectly balanced system. So I guess it's finding out the ratios as well. Ooh, power. Power is an issue. Power is an issue. Power is an issue. Okay. Do I have power? Let me see if I go here. And we've got thermal power stations. I've got quite a few there. Right, I'm just going to go fix the power situation. Fly all the way over here. There's the blues being created. Again, power is hitting issues. Yeah. And I don't actually need these guys to smelt down anymore, because we're not making this anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, I think it's coal supply that is the problem. You don't have anything in you, so I'll get rid. I don't want that anymore. That was from a bygone era. You can go as well and just replace this. Yeah, thank you very much. That's good. And now I'm actually going to change and just divert this to here. There we go. Okay, so we'll see now if it's a coal supply issue. Now that they really fill up. Yeah, it's a coal. I think it was a coal supply issue, but what I want to do is I want to actually do two separate ones here. So can I now, what are you making? Consumption demand is 20, we're making 14. So what I want to do now is just jump over here. Now the coal is somewhat backing up, so that's fine. Okay, we're very quickly going to do this and just get rid of that. And now I'm actually going to do... Oh, I think what I can do actually... Oh yeah, I can. Now I've got the two lots going on here. Actually, yeah, I can do this. If I do power and I grab my thermal power stations, face them in the same direction. Okay, and put them exactly next door. Then let's see if we can get these guys to then, so 2, so you'll go to here and you'll go to here. So you're given to there. So now we can actually get them taken extra. So that's that. I don't think we've got enough coal to deal with all this, but we could actually have more coal coming out of there, couldn't we? We could. Okay, let's get more research because we want things to keep going. So we'll get this one. 1600 blues. We're really going to have to step up the blues. Okay, let me quickly just add in these extra ones. I was putting these the same way around, and I don't know if that was the right thing to do, but... yeah. And then I'm getting the green inserters and just putting them here to there and there to there. Okay, so that's that. Now if we have a look there, he's firing up. So if we jump onto our power network, we could see here that we are generating 15 megawatts and consuming around 20, but I want to actually deploy the rest of these because I just took those off thinking I'd need the room. Let me do you there, and then the next one here, and the next one here, and the next one here. So that'll just keep it going. And if I jump on here, we're now generating 16, consuming 19. This is not getting any fuel here. There's the problem. So what we might do is just put an extra one in here. I will look at power. I think I'm going to look at power next, because I think the best thing is we can use this to convert into this and have this stuff going in. In fact, why don't we try that? Let's go. Let's see if we can actually just divert this straight off. What if I do this and then do that? And then I might actually grab this, get rid of this, and say, right, you're gone. See if we can start burning some of this stuff. Okay, so you start producing that. Let's see what happens when the power station starts getting this energetic graphite. I imagine it's going to give us a lot more fuel. Oh, maybe. Yes, it's being taken, isn't it? It's going to burn both of them. Yeah, it is. And now I believe we're going to start... Yep, I think we're boosting. Maybe. Is it energetic graphite being taken by these guys? It says no fuel. Fuel's backing up. Let's only allow energetic graphite into the system and see how that goes. Wait for this one. I don't think it can burn two types at once. So I think if it's got coal in it, it tries to get rid of its coal and then it tries to kick off. That's pretty good. Okay, now we're only burning energetic graphite. What are we making? 18, and that's with those guys. And we've got a backlog. So what we can definitely do now is grab these extras and just put them in here. So when I'm facing the same way, and I want it to be right next to it, and right next to it. And right next to it. Okay, let's just get these in. Okay, let's see. This is really going to kick off now. And I think what I'll need to do is put more fuel into here shortly. So we'll divert this down. Wow, this could be really cool. If this works out, this will be actually quite nice. Right, okay, let's see. So we want you guys going 1, 2, 3, and then going from here to here. Then we want you going from here to here. And the last one we want going from there to there and there to there. Right, if everyone fires up with graphite, and now we check on this, we're now producing 27 megawatts and only consuming 19. So this will allow us to go back and sort out blue science. Brilliant. Okay, I'm going to have to go back and work out how I can edit the video down, because I think what I've done is gone ahead and created a video that's way too long. Might be okay though. Probably might be able to leave it all in. Just jacking in the extra bit of coal there, which is nice. Pushing it through here, and the energetic graphite is now going to be sorting it out, which is lovely. Very nice. Okay, I'm going to also, in between episodes, just sort this out here and beef this up so we have a solid blue line. We've definitely got the inputs there. I just need extra happening for a solid blue line, and I'll be doing that. Don't forget to leave your comments, like and subscribe to Stitch Up, and I'll see you in the very next episode of the Dyson Sphere Program. Cheers!